Help us save the Michigan Panthers by scanning this QR code and signing the petition today. The Detroit Lions might have just found their backup quarterback. We got some news, man, that I think may just solve our quarterback woes. And that is, according to John Santucci, says Teddy Bridgewater plans to return to the NFL, won't coach Miami Northwestern in 2025. And that is a big deal because the Detroit Lions are in desperate need of a backup quarterback. We are essentially going into the season with what we had last year. We had Jake Fromm and we had Hendon Hooker. Now we have Nate Allen and Hendon Hooker. Neither one of those guys are going to get better if they don't play. Hendon Hooker he could use a developmental league that's not quite the UFL. They don't want to be known as a developmental league, but it could use a league like that. And without that ability happening, he's not going to get better. And even preseason games, having to come in and split time between the two, it's hard to get in a rhythm. And it looks like because of that, Hendon Hooker probably won't get well enough to play the number 2 position when it comes to the quarterback spot. Now, before we go any further, answer me this. Right now, who would you prefer? Hendon Hooker, Teddy Bridgewater, or Kyle Allen? There's no wrong answer. Whatever you prefer is what you prefer. I myself would take Teddy Bridgewater twice on Sunday. I actually made a video about him very, very long time ago saying that we should sign him, and we saw what he could do when he came in for the division round against the Washington Commanders. Let's take a look at his stats real quick. Nothing really to show, just a refresher. He really didn't have too many with the Detroit Lions, but let's take a look at his stats. Of course, drafted very last pick. He was the Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson as far as getting picked the last pick, Lamar, just 4 years later. Teddy Bridgewater was the starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings for 3 years. Then I believe he was traded to New Orleans, or he could have been cut. I don't recall. But here's the key right here. In 2018 and 2019, right before Dan Campbell took the Detroit Lions job, or a few years before that, he played for the New Orleans Saints. And I remember very vividly that Drew Brees went down because it was right around the end of his career. He went down, and Teddy Bridgewater led them on a 5-0 streak or something like that as he came in. And I want to say it might have been 2019 where he came in and played 5 games and they went 5-0 during that stretch. And then he became a vagabond and went to the Carolina Panthers, went to the Denver Broncos, went to the Miami Dolphins, and went to the Detroit Lions. Now, I'm not sure why. Oh, because he did not see any action during the regular season. That's right. He literally came during the playoffs. He was not available last year as opposed to this year. According to John Santucci, he will be. He doesn't plan to go back, and we know the stuff that happened with Teddy Bridgewater coming out of, he panned for the kids' meals and all of this stuff out of his own pocket and got in trouble for that. Now, I didn't think he was going anywhere, but he said he wasn't going to coach, and he wants to return to the NFL, at least according to this article. If Teddy Bridgewater is available right now, then we sign him right now. To me, this is a no-brainer move, but to sign Teddy Bridgewater. We had him 2 years ago in 2023 when he played for the Detroit Lions when we lost in the NFC Championship game. He came last year. Him and Dan Campbell talk every day or almost every day. He was actually asked about Teddy Bridgewater in one of the press conferences last week. And now that it's allegedly official that he wants to return to the NFL and won't coach, this is a no-brainer. This is the best possible solution to our backup quarterback problem. And then you can do the same thing you did last year. The trick now is, if Teddy Bridgewater is the number 2 quarterback during the season, what are you going to do with Hendon Hooker? I think you can carry, it's some unique, every year I go over this and every year I forget what the 3rd quarterback rule is. But if there's a way for Teddy Bridgewater to be on this team, then we got to make it happen. And I'm willing, I know you guys are going to hate this in the comment section, or maybe you will, maybe you won't. I'm willing to part ways with Hendon Hooker, risk putting him on the practice squad in order to have Teddy Bridgewater as the backup quarterback. Hendon Hooker, a lot of y'all thought he was going to come in and replace Jared Goff. Jared Goff said, hold my beer, balled out of control, got a big fat payday, and now Teddy Bridgewater is the one that's on his way out. And obviously I would try to get some value for him. If we were to sign Teddy Bridgewater, I would try to trade Hendon Hooker for something. You're not going to get a 3rd round pick. You're probably not getting a 4th. You probably at best will get a 6th round pick for Hendon Hooker. Got a lot of potential, but he'll never get better if he can't play. He could go to one of these teams that has maybe a quarterback competition. Let him go over there. But now we're deep into camp, and that probably won't happen. So I'm taking this all day and twice on Sunday. What would Teddy Bridgewater cost, though? Not that much. Last year, we signed him for a measly 1.2. That's all we signed. I don't know what he made the year before that. I can't access that information, and it is under a premium subscription with SpotTrack. But signed it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's right there. So we signed him a 1-year, $2 million, $3 million deal. We signed him for literally like 1 or 2 games, and he got $1 million. Bring him in. I would cut him a $2 million check. Bring him in, backup quarterback, a QB that is capable of helping us win games in the unfortunate event that Jared Goff goes down. We saw what happened in that Washington game, got rocked in the head, hit the ground hard, got up, had to be pulled out. If you watch quarterback, you saw it happen on quarterback. He went in the tent, was ready. You weren't going to keep him out even if you try. But the fact, and then what does Teddy Bridgewater come in and do? Comes in and basically dumps it off to J-Mo, and J-Mo goes all the way, right? And kept us in that game. So if I'm Dan Campbell, this is a no-brainer. The minute, and Dan, real talk, he might have already known if they talk as much as he says that they do. So let me know your thoughts. Better than Carson Wentz, better than Hendon Hooker, better than Kyle Allen. In my opinion, we saw the quarterback list that is available. Teddy Bridgewater, to me, is a no-brainer. And maybe this year we can finally get, I'm about to utter some words I don't think I've uttered before. Maybe we can finally get him that Super Bowl ring, because he hasn't got it with any other team. He didn't get it with us in 2023. He should have. He didn't get it with us in 2024. He should have. Maybe this is the year. Maybe, but that's assuming that Teddy Bridgewater wants to return. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and consider scanning and signing the petition to help save the Michigan Panthers. We've got less than 30 days to get as many signatures as possible to help keep the Michigan Panthers in Michigan. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, Teddy Bridgewater, go Lions. I was going to say Teddy Bridgewater is as good as back as a Detroit Lion. And as always, Teddy Bridgewater. That's a new one. Putting that on the shirt.